Residential property owners are really having to consider renting their home versus selling their home for the first time. Once again, these property owners are locked into, something like high 2%, maybe low 3%, maybe even 4% interest rates. So, right? So with rental prices increasing, sellers are starting to consider renting their home, right? Because it's going to cash flow. Well, if you rent that property out, it might cash flow $300, $400, $500 a month in passive income for the property owner. What's the downside? The biggest reason, in my opinion, why people still buy residential real estate is to avoid capital gains, right? In time, the value of the property is going to increase. If you rent the property out for 1 year, no problem. 2 years, no problem. 3 years, probably no problem. 4 years, you might want to think, because you're going to get ultimately asked a question. Have you lived in this property for 2 out of the last 5 years, as your primary residence? And if your answer to that question is no, now you subject yourself to capital gains where otherwise you wouldn't. As a single individual, if you've lived in this property as your primary residence for 2 out of the last 5 years, you can shelter and protect up to $250,000 gain. As a married couple, $500,000 gain. That's truly significant. So for those people that are eyeballing right now with their low interest rates, just renting their property instead of selling their property, I think, you can certainly make a case for that.